and Rocky's walking down to Alex at the beach, and he asks her why she's wearing all blue. And it's the ugliest thing that I've ever seen.
Why is she wearing that?
The velour.
It's a blue velour jumpsuit, and it is so unattractive. Now I don't even feel bad that he's breaking up with you because you wore that.
No.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Millennial TeaV. As always, we are your Millennial TeaV hosts, Candace, Liz, and Adrienne, and we're here because we watch everything 2000s and recap it just for you. Today we're recapping Laguna Beach Season 3, Episode 10. It's like breakup season. Just to remind you that we are on Instagram as Millennial TeaV, and we are most active on release days, which is always Tuesday, so make sure to join us before then. Also, while you're doing that, you can also follow us on YouTube. We have some special video episodes already up, so go ahead and click subscribe to Millennial TeaV Podcast. So before we get into the episode, we wanted to talk a little bit about Halloween, spooky season. It's my favorite. We are pre-recording this, so we are going to talk about what we're planning to do for Halloween, and then maybe we'll tell you what we actually got to do for Halloween later. I freaking love spooky season. I love the vibes. I love the fall. I love spooky movies, and I love candy. So it all really works out well. In Pennsylvania, every county has a trick-or-treat night, so you don't actually trick-or-treat on Halloween, which
nice.
Yeah. When I moved here, I thought that was the weirdest thing on planet Earth, that Halloween is not Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a trick-or-treat night, and usually ours is the Thursday before Halloween, but sometimes it's, Friday or whenever. So that's kind of cool because then it gives parents, you can go out on Halloween because your kids have already gone trick-or-treating.
And people actually follow this rule that they don't trick-or-treat on Halloween.
Wow.
That is so crazy.
Trick-or-treat night is Thursday from 6 to 9, and then that's it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they cut it off. And I think it's actually really nice because it keeps everything organized. Because when I was a kid, we just went until people turned their lights off.
That's what we still do here.
Yeah. So it's timed, and it's on the same day, and it's organized. And I think it's to keep kids going to school the next day, and I don't know exactly why, but I think it's really cool. So trick-or-treat night, we live in an apartment and it's kind of pushed back, so we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters, so we usually actually sit out on the street in chairs and we blast spooky music and we hand out candy.
That's cute.
Yeah. To the 5 kids that walk by. We really don't get a lot. And then on actual Halloween, we always watch Hocus Pocus on actual Halloween. We start October with Hocus Pocus and we end October with Hocus Pocus. Our rabbit is named after the cat from Hocus Pocus, Binks. So that movie's special. I have a whole calendar of movies for every day of October that's already planned out. So it's scary movies, Disney Channel original movies, just anything Halloween spooky vibes that you can think of. We're halfway through October and I'm doing okay. Some nights have been skipped, but you can always go back, so that's the nice part. It's just vibes. I love drinking my hazelnut coffee and watching the leaves change and watching scary movies and eating candy. We have a big bowl of candy all of October that we just keep refilling. And we go through it and people are like, oh, you have your trick-or-treat candy. I'm like, no, that's for me.
Are you going to dress up as anything while you hand out candy?
I usually wear my Disney ears, my Minnie Mouse ears. But no, I don't really dress up. If I was going to a party or something, I would, but I kind of stopped dressing up after I stopped going out and drinking on Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that. Nobody wants to see me in a sexy butterfly costume. It's just not. It's not gonna happen.
This year, so my boyfriend and I are hosting a Halloween themed cocktail night. And we're doing it on November 1st because that's the Friday. No one is going to stay up on Thursday night because we all got to work on Friday. But we're doing it so that everyone has to make a drink that's spooky themed. And we're going to vote on presentation, taste.
I love
originality.
That's so fun.
Okay, listen, you guys, Adrienne is a little trendsetter, like freaking, she has all of these parties. I follow her on Instagram. I'm like, her life is so glamorous. She has all of these parties and all these friends, and they always have dinners, these huge dinners together. Her boyfriend cooks these fabulous meals. I'm like I'm obsessed with your life. She's constantly in other places. Like, now she's having a freaking Halloween cocktail party. Like, I am so jealous.
If you ever come here, you are totally welcome to come to one of our parties. I will say I love having a party, but then like the cleanup and the organization and everything does turn me off so much. But I'm always like, no, you end up having such a good time. So I have to like really force myself and like be in the mindset of doing that. But I am very excited.
Yes, that sounds so fun.
That's awesome.
My boyfriend and I, so like each couple is going to do like one drink, and we're planning to do this like zombie shooter thing that will have like Bailey's as like zombie brains in it. And we're going to like do this whole like graveyard thing.
Oh my God, stop it. I want to go.
I know.
If it turns out, I will post a photo of what this looks like. We'll see. It's all in our brains right now, but I hope it actually turns out.
Adrienne.
That's so cool.
That sounds so fun.
Are you going to be dressing up?
So I did tell everyone who comes to the party that they have to dress up. And I'm not a big costume person. Like, I don't even remember the last time I dressed up. I think it was probably in university. But every time I think about what I want to be for Halloween, only one thing pops up for me. And it's neither sexy. It's not cute. I want to be a Rubik's Cube, you guys.
Yes.
I'm like, I went to Michael's, I bought paint. I'm going to the UPS store to get a box, and I'm going to be a Rubik's Cube. So again, if it's successful, I'm going to share a picture on our Instagram.
I love every single part of this.
That's so awesome.
I don't know why. I love Rubik's Cubes, and I'm like, this would be such a bomb Halloween costume.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. Well, we're going to dress up. We don't really do family costumes because the kids always want to be just like whatever they want to be. So we're going to go trick-or-treating with the girls, and Charlie chose like a witch costume, like a purple sparkly witch outfit, and Sloan is going to be Anxiety from Inside Out 2. And it's like the cutest costume. I know. And she like, we buy these costumes and like get use out of them. So she's been wearing it like for the past like 3 weeks since we got it.
Those things are expensive. I don't blame you. They're
and I'm like
$60 a pop.
Just wear it. I don't care. Yeah.
They used to be $60 a pop. How much are they now?
Hers was $45 for the kids.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's good.
I used the coupon, but the kids' costumes are cheaper than the adult ones. So that's good at least, but still. Mm-hmm. And Kyle and I are going I'm going to be the character from the movie The Crow from the 90s. I'm going to be the Crow, the main character. Played by Brandon Lee. I've been kind of obsessed with that movie the past few years. One of the reasons because it takes place on October 30th in Detroit. And in Detroit on October 30th, it's called Devil's Night. And it's like literally growing up in Michigan, every October 30th on the news, they'd be like, it's Devil's Night. Everyone has to get inside and lock their doors and your windows and blah, blah, blah. Because it used to be like notorious for like Detroit. It was the night that people would like set places on fire and go looting and like breaking into businesses or like egging houses and stuff like that. So when we watched the movie, I thought it was like the craziest thing that the movie literally takes place. It opens like the first credit is like Devil's Night, Detroit, Michigan. I was like, holy crap. Like I never knew there a movie like did this. But the character is really awesome. I love that movie. And so the funny thing is that Kyle is super into wrestling, and one of his favorite wrestlers, Sting, his character was based off of The Crow. Like his like most recent character that he like retired as was based off of The Crow. And so I'm going as The Crow, and Kyle is going as Sting as The Crow. So it's like a kind of like a weird mashup where we're not the same, but similar.
Was that planned?
Yeah.
Yeah, we planned it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute. You guys are so original always. Like, I don't know. Like, I love
weird.
it so much.
Yeah.
I know, but I love it so much. Like, honestly, you guys are my kind of people. I don't like normal people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't want to just go buy something off the shelf. Like, let's do something crazy and
as
weird.
Debbie Reynolds says in Halloween Town, Being normal is vastly overrated. That was like my quote of the year because I was such a weird kid.
That's a great quote. Yeah. For real.
You've got to post an outfit, Liz, if you...
Oh, yes. I will. We will. Luckily, it's a pretty easy outfit. It's like all black and then like duct tape in certain areas and then just like face paint. So it's not a super hard costume to do, but we'll take the girls trick-or-treating around the neighborhood, and then we usually like try to get back to the house by like 8, and then we set up in the front yard, and then we let the girls pass out candy, and they love doing that. It's like the funniest thing. Like they get all this candy, and then they love seeing the other kids' costumes, and
That's
it's so
cute. I love that so much.
I would love to go to a Halloween party, but we just don't know anybody that's having one, so.
I know. Yeah. No one has them anymore. It sucks.
I know.
I threw a Halloween party one time. Not at my house, but I like threw the party at someone else's house.
Smart.
Yeah, I remember I went to Slutty Belle that year.
Ooh.
I was like 20 maybe, so I could still wear stuff like that.
You're still willing to.
Yeah, exactly. Bought a bunch of alcohol for all us underagers. Had a raging time.
It's the best.
It is the best.
It is the best. But honestly, you guys are so much cooler than me, and I'm so jealous of all of your Halloweens. Mm-hmm.
You just have to pre-plan, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm jealous of that cocktail party you're having so bad.
Me too. I want to come.
I know. I want you guys to come. You guys would definitely come with like super creative ideas.
So tell us what you're doing for Halloween, or what you did. We'd love to know, and show us your Halloween costumes. I love Halloween costumes. Show me if you took any cool pictures, and if bonus points if you did any Laguna Beach The Hills costumes, because I would love to see those too. Now let's get into the episode. So on the Previously On, Tessa starts off saying, I finally met a boy I really like, but Kendra and Cammie weren't happy about me dating one of their boys. They were already trying to ruin it for me. And then she says Rocky was having her own issues with Alex because things had gotten really serious really fast between them, and now Alex is starting to pull away.
No! It was like so foreshadowing of what this whole episode was going to be about, and I'm so upset about it because I love Alex and Rocky together. Yeah.
I know. It was hard to watch.
It is really hard to watch.
I feel really bad for Rocky.
Me too.
Their relationship changed so quickly. Like last episode, it was I love yous, and then
I know
they're breaking up.
I know. It is sad. So the first scene is Rocky and Tessa on the beach, and Tessa asks Rocky if she's talked to Alex, and Rocky says that he's super pressured right now. She says that she was super stressed and she wanted him to come over, and he was really cold about it and said that he couldn't. She says that then they just started yelling at each other. She stopped and asked if he was okay and if he felt pressured, and then he said he needs to live his life and that he can't handle her right now. Ouch.
I know. I wonder what he's so pressured about. Like, what the heck is going on?
Maybe he never wanted a girlfriend. I feel like he just like liked Rocky, and then it got so together
serious
so fast.
So quick.
Yeah, and he's like, hold on, I actually want to date around.
He was like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I think the problem was she was like, okay, we're solid, and now I can kind of like not be a crazy girlfriend, but you know what I mean? Like, be like, I don't want you to hang out with him. I want you to hang out with me. And he was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm in high school.
Yeah.
I think it's just a case of like her wanting to domesticate him a little more than he was ready for.
Mm-hmm. And I totally see him as the kind of person that like wouldn't say anything, until like he felt really backed in a corner or whatever. Cause like he doesn't freaking talk.
Yeah, it's true.
This man doesn't talk.
So Tessa says, you and Alex cannot break up. I'd miss him too much. And I was like, okay, I kind of see what you guys are saying now. She does kind of make every situation about her. I'm like, who says that when someone's telling you they're like breaking up with their boyfriend? Like, what?
Yeah.
Not like, I'm so sorry, Rocky. I hope you're okay. But like, oh, this is going to hurt me.
Yeah. I was really put off by that. I was like, that would not be my response. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
And same as how like she's always calling him hot. Don't tell me you're going to miss him. Shut up.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, I'm going to miss him, you bitch.
Yeah.
God.
Yay, we are changing
Yay.
Candace.
I know.
Yes.
Well, I literally, when that happened, I thought of you guys and I was like, oh, they're kind of right. Like, that's terrible. So Rocky says she just hopes she didn't push him over the edge and that she doesn't want to lose him. So then we see Alex and EJ, and they're skateboarding to the beach because this is Laguna Beach, and what would it be without skateboarding boys? And Alex and EJ skateboard down to the beach and hang out on the dock, and Alex says that he hasn't talked to him about Rocky yet. And he says he talked to Rocky a couple days ago, and they had such a gnarly conversation.
Okay, they say gnarly like 10 times in this episode. It drove me crazy.
So he says that Rocky was getting mad over little things and it pissed him off. He says she totally freaked out on him. He continues that the relationship is getting way too exclusive and he doesn't want that in high school. He says he needs to talk to her again, but it's going to be really weird. EJ suggests that he go to her house, and Alex says no. He told her to meet somewhere, and then he says he kind of wants to be single. And then EJ says it just sucks for Rocky, and Alex says it's too much pressure and he can't deal with that.
Yeah, I think her saying I love you just freaked him out too much. And I get it. He's like 16, you know? That's intense.
He wasn't looking for that. Yeah.
No.
I love EJ in this like little scene because he's like empathetic for Rocky. He's like, you know, at least speaking up for her, not like those other douche canoe like guys in this episode
yeah.
being like, "You're
Yeah.
right, she's too much."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Go EJ."
I know. Honestly, Alex does come off like a dick this episode.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But I also like, I don't really blame him because he's in high school. Like, I get it, but he needed to be more vocal about how he was feeling for sure. Because I think that was the problem. He never said anything to Rocky. And so she was like, we're fine. And he was getting pressured and like uncomfortable. So I do think that it was like up to him to say that. But I also feel bad for him because it is hard, especially when you're like a closed off person. And then somebody is like giving you all this love and like love bombing you. And you're like, wait, this is uncomfortable. And like you, in high school, how do you express that emotion? He probably didn't have a lot of self-esteem prior to, and then got Rocky and then realized other girls thought he was hot too. And like,
Exactly. Yeah.
How?
I don't
Not
know.
when you look like that. Oh my God.
I know. It just seems like he didn't know. And then all of a sudden all the girls were like, you're super hot. And then he was like, wait, I can have like a lot of girls, not just one girl.
I think he was starting to get a lot more attention than he was used to.
Yeah. And he was like on the show and like girls wanted to film, I'm sure. So
yeah. Just sucks because I feel like Rocky, this just popped up out of nowhere for her. Like she was totally like, she wasn't expecting it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So the next scene is Kendra and Cammie shopping, and they're shopping for short dresses at Muse. And Kendra is wearing the cutest business casual shirt ever. It has a white lacy frilly collar, and it's like a black like sweater t-shirt over it. And it's so cute. And I would have worn it in the 2000s so hard. I loved shit like that. Business casual was my shit.
You know what's so funny? You call it business casual. I have it here in like a French maid looking outfit.
The black and white does kind of give it that. Yeah, it's cute. But anyway, I thought she looked really cute. But that was totally my shit. Like those like colored shirts under like sweater vest things were like, I had so many. I loved it.
I don't know how to pair that. Like, I love the look. I do not know how to rock it.
Back in the 2000s, they like came connected. So you didn't have to pair it.
Yeah.
But I had so many. Oh my God. I remember I had one and it was, the under was like a pink polka dot. It was pink, but black polka dots, and then just like a black sweater vest over it. And that was like,
that sounds really cute.
I was like, I am so cute. Like, that, yeah.
God, bring that back.
I know.
I want to get one of
I'll have
those
to post a picture of it. I know I have one, so I'll have to look for it and post it because it like is very reminiscent of Kendra's outfit. So Kendra picks up a red tank top and says, it's a dress. And Cammie tells her it's not a dress. And then Cammie puts it on over her clothes and Kendra says, well, not with your boobs. I felt that really hard because I was more endowed than my friends and things on them would look so cute. And then I would try it on and it would be like my boobs were like spilling out. And I hated it. I wanted little tiny B cups so bad where I didn't have to wear a bra. But I unfortunately was like a C into a D my entire life.
It's so true that we all want what we like can't have, because I'm always like,
Yep.
God, I wish I had big boobs. Like, these boobs won't fill out anything.
I wanted little tiny boobs where I didn't have to wear a bra, like the Charmed girls. I was obsessed. I wanted to wear like all these like scandalous outfits with the back out with no bra.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't be me. So Cammie tells her she will not let her go out like that. That's embarrassing. And then she says, you won't look like a complete whore. I'm like, I love Cammie. I really do.
Yeah, again, we love these two. They're so funny.
Yeah, she just straight up is like, that's embarrassing. You're not wearing that. It's not a dress. Were you guys one of those people that were like, if it doesn't cover your butt, it's not a dress?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like with leggings. Like that was like a thing. If it didn't cover your butt, you can't wear it with leggings.
Oh, I mean, I feel like you can wear anything with leggings.
Yeah. I think it depends on the leggings. As long as they're not like see-through.
I was hardcore about it. I was like, it's not a dress if it doesn't cover your butt and you can't wear leggings.
Really?
With it. But like, yeah, that was my thing. And now I wear leggings with everything.
But leggings at that time are so sheer.
Yeah, the leggings in the early 2000s were not as thick as they are now.
Yeah, but now I'm like, I could give a shit less if you can see my butt.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Do you guys care about panty lines?
No.
Only if I'm like wearing a dress and going out to look nice or something, but aside from that, I don't really care.
How about under leggings? Like, if you could see it.
Long hair, don't care. Don't look if you don't like it.
It depends on what I'm doing and who's going to be seeing me, I think.
Fair.
I used to care so much, and now I'm like, I do not care. Like, if I'm comfortable, you can just shove off. Like, I really don't
am turning
care.
into that. I would like always pair it with like, seamless underwear or like a thong. And now I'm literally in just like regular, like, like bikini, whatever, like briefs.
Right.
And I'm like, you can see my underwear line. And I'm like, how much do I care? I'm like, I'm so comfortable.
I will never wear a thong ever again.
Me neither.
So uncomfortable.
I don't think I've worn one in like 15 years. Yeah.
I think the last time I wore one was like middle school. All my friends wore thongs and like I wanted one like really bad because I was like, those are so cool, like in middle school. And I went out and bought a bunch and I had to hide them from my mom because I wasn't allowed to wear them. And I was like, this is awful. You have a string up your asshole. I was like, this is uncomfortable. I hated it. My whole ass is out. Like, no, this is uncomfortable. So after middle school, I was like, I'll just wear cute underwear. Like, I don't like thongs. I don't get them.
I agree. I used to wear them so much in like middle school, high school, like university because they were cute. And now I'm like, I could not care less unless I needed it to like pair with like an outfit, that really like you need one.
Right.
But I like see people on Reddit, and actually I have friends that say this, and they're like, I exclusively wear thongs. Like, I don't wear any other kind of underwear.
Why?
So they have
Why would you do
nothing but poop string in their asshole.
I'm scared to ask them, but yes.
That is
oh my gosh.
So good. Like, I can't even imagine. I wear, this is getting personal, but I wear boy short underwear because they're super comfy and they're always really cute.
That's what I wear too.
And I'm happy with those.
I know.
So Kendra says Derek called her and said he missed her, but not in a weird way or a creepy way, but just because they used to be buddies, like shopping buddies. Strange, but okay. And Cammie says they did used to be buddies, but then Tessa came along. Cammie then asks if Kendra's excited about the bonfire tomorrow night. And Kendra says, are we going? Which is such a me thing. I'm like, oh, we're going to that? Okay. Cammie says, I guess so. I hate bonfires. Plus, it's like freezing out. And Kendra says, we'll just wear big sweatshirts and jeans. And Kendra asks Cammie if Raquel and her boyfriend broke up. And Cammie says that she thinks they did because she looked sad at school. And Cammie says, it seems like everyone is breaking up these days. And Kendra says, yeah, seriously. It's like breakup season right now. I love bonfires when it's cold out and I get to wear a big sweatshirt.
Are bonfires a thing for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done one. Like, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, like we have beaches, but like it's not super close by, so they're just like not really a thing here.
Well, we would just do them in our backyards a lot.
Yeah, we do backyard bonfires here.
We just get fire pits and sit outside.
In California, we would go to like Santa Cruz and do beach bonfires, but like here, they're like backyard October bonfires.
Yeah, I don't think we really have fire pits here. Or at least it's like not a thing.
Yeah, they're fun. I like bonfires.
Me too.
So the next scene is Alex and Rocky is walking down to Alex at the beach, and he asks her why she's wearing all blue. And it's the ugliest thing that I've ever seen.
Why is she wearing that?
The velour.
It's a blue velour jumpsuit, and it is so unattractive. The color looks like blue raspberry icy, but darker.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
It's so awful.
It's matching her mood.
Oh God, it's terrible. I'm like, now I don't even feel bad that he's breaking up with you because you wore that.
No.
Yeah. That was it for him. We saw her in the outfit and he's like, this is over.
It's juicy for the girls that couldn't afford juicy.
Yes.
You know?
That's exactly it.
It's
I'm
the
not hating
ugliest
on
thing
that.
I've ever seen.
No. Okay, the
Maybe
color
a different
was bad.
color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. So. Ugh. So she tells him that she's wearing it because it's comfy. I don't think that's a good excuse. She pulls him up and into a hug and asks him why he isn't smiling. And Alex asks her if she's sad, and she says, I'm scared, before they both sit down. And I felt so bad for her.
Me too.
Like, it is really sad. Alex tells her he's just confused, and she asks him about what, and he says about us. Right now it's bad. Rocky asks him why, and he says, the things that you say, you're pressuring me. Then Rocky tells him she's never ever heard him say, stop pressuring me. Alex says it's because she always gets mad so fast, and Rocky says she knows and she's going to change that.
But how mad can Rocky get? Like, she probably just said something that's like slightly annoyed.
For some reason, I think she was like pretty gnarly. I don't
Really?
Gnarly. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I get that she turned into like a like crazy girl.
Really?
No, I can't imagine her like yelling and stuff.
No.
Like, it seems so weird that she would do that.
Yeah.
Well, then I feel bad because she's like, I'm gonna change that, and it's like,
Oh my gosh, I know.
I know, it's sad. So Alex tells her he doesn't know if he wants to be in a gnarly relationship like this, and that's what Rocky wants. And Rocky says she doesn't want that kind of relationship either. And Alex asks her, are you sure? And she nods, and he says, that's what you want, though. I think he's really clear, though, and I think she's, like, not hearing it.
Well, she doesn't want to accept it. Like, she wants to get it back.
But he's being very clear.
He is.
And I think she's just, like, not trying to accept that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky asks him what he wants and what he feels. And he says he just wants some freedom. And Rocky says, okay, does that mean you want other girls? Do you want time to lay back a little? And Rocky says, Alex, we're not married. I don't want to be married. I feel like we were a married couple. And Alex says, I know. That's why it was getting on my nerves, because you would get mad when I wanted to go hang out with the guys. And Rocky says, I don't want to be like that at all. Maybe I care about you more than you care about me. And Alex tells her that maybe she cares too much. Ouch. Rocky says she sees this as giving up right now, but she's not going to force him into going out with her. Alex says, but I know you. How are you going to change? That's who you are. Rocky says that he has to let her change. That's what life is. That's what people do. She tells Alex that he is worth it and that she wants to change for him. She then asks him to give her the chance to change. And he says, all right, we'll see how this goes. And then he pulls her into a hug. Oh, boy.
So, like, in this hug, she's, like, hugging so hard, and they pan the camera to his face, and he's just so not into it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad.
He should have just broken up with her in this moment and not let this linger.
He tried.
I know, but
So
and I know she's like, well, I'll change, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He should have just been like, no, that's not what I want. But
I know.
again, he's 16 and doesn't know how to communicate, so.
But he did.
I know. For someone who can't communicate, he did such a good job.
He did a really good job, yeah.
But because she pushed back, he was like, oh, no, I don't know what to do.
That wasn't in the
And
plan.
he kept saying, like, you're not going to change. And, like, she was like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
I know.
But, I mean, also good for her for, like, you know, because, like, that's what she wants. So
Right.
I feel bad for Rocky because I know she probably, without meaning to, turned their relationship into like this very serious thing. And Alex just panicked and backed out. Like,
Right.
But it's so sad because she clearly just likes him so very much. And she did sort of pressure him into staying with her. And that was hard to watch.
It was very hard to watch.
Again, I feel like Alex was the most clear he's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
which is not hard to do, okay? He has not been clear at all.
He's like, I want freedom. I don't want this relationship. And she's like, I do. I'll change.
And then right away he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Not quite as excited, but yeah.
So then we're at the Heidelberg, and Alex is with his friend Steven, and they run into Lexi and Rachel. And Alex asks if they remember him, and Rachel says, I know you're Raquel's boyfriend, but I don't know your name. And the boys introduce themselves and say hi, and then they leave. And Lexi says that she never would have guessed that that was Raquel's boyfriend because she forgot what he looks like. And Rachel says he's kind of cute, and then they both giggle.
What the hell was that scene, you guys? That was like so put on.
It was so awkward. I love how he came up to the table and he's like, hey, remember me?
Yeah.
She's like, what? Like, who does that?
I know.
We haven't seen Lexi in years. So again, I already don't like her. When I see her here, she's flirting with Alex. I'm like, God.
I know. It is so random and weird. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and they like shook hands, didn't they? Or like they
They like reintroduced themselves. It was so
What
weird.
is going on?
I think they were trying to set up Alex being like a ladies' man.
Or trying to put those two together for sure.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird, MTV. So then we switch scenes to Tessa and Rocky. Rocky asks Tessa how things are going with Derek, and she says good, and that she watched Derek's soccer game. And she said it was so much fun because she understood it because she used to play soccer. And Tessa asks her about meeting up with Alex, and Rocky tells her that the whole time he just looked confused and expected Rocky to just start arguing with him again. She said she was afraid of him giving up because she doesn't think he would under normal circumstances. But there is so much pressure in every aspect of his life right now. She said if she is pressuring him, then it's pushing him over the top. Rocky said she tried to explain to him that he doesn't always have to be the strong one. She said she told him that she could be there for him and to give her a chance, and he agreed to give her a chance. Tessa says, really? Are you guys still together? And Tessa says that she's so happy, and Rocky says, thank God.
And Tessa's like, really? Are you guys still together? She was so shocked, like when she asked that question.
I know. So back to Lexi and Rachel and Alex and Steven. The boys sit at a table next to the girls, and Lexi invites them to the bonfire. Rachel asks if they go to the Heidelberg a lot, and they say twice. And Alex asks if they are juniors or seniors, and they say juniors, and the boys tell the girls that they are seniors, and then Lexi and Rachel leave. And Steven asks Alex about Rocky. Alex says that he for sure thought it was going to be over, and he just felt really bad because he just couldn't say anything. Which makes me feel bad for him too. Because like he probably did feel really bad. She was like really trying to stay together.
Yeah.
Steven says she does not want to break up with you. And Alex agrees and says she's still really attached, so he doesn't see how it's going to work out. Alex says that Rocky says she's going to change, and Steven says he doesn't think so. And Alex says he doesn't either because she's too gnarly.
There it is again. Gnarly.
It's the third time.
Steven says that she's like a mom. Steven says, if you break up with her, then you break up with her. It's part of life. Steven asks if Rocky knows about the bonfire, and Alex says he doesn't know, but probably. And Steven says there's going to be cute girls there. And at that moment, Lexi and Rachel drive by and wave.
They literally honk.
I know.
That was the funniest thing. And they're like, the little wave. That was amazing.
And Steven says it's going to be bad news and then tells Alex, maybe you shouldn't go with Rocky.
I feel like I needed EJ in the scene to give Alex like better advice because he would have probably held him, like a little more accountable and just like made him think a bit better.
Yeah, rather than like, you should just break up with her and go after that girl.
EJ is like a good friend.
So good.
He is.
Yeah.
I wonder what EJ stands for.
Edward Jacob. The funny thing is, that is what Bella wanted to name the baby if it was a boy.
Edward Jacob?
Yeah, in Baking Dawn.
Oh, I don't remember
She was going to name him Edward Jacob, and she was going to, and I swear,
That's
and
so funny.
she was going to call him EJ. And then she had a girl and named it Renesmee, like that was any better.
I know. How did we all like this book?
I don't know. It's awful. So it's bonfire night, and we see the boys arriving to the bonfire and starting to play volleyball. And I hate volleyball, so I was like, this looks fun. I always used to get hit in the face playing volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball is painful, like hitting it with your arm
painful. Too. Yeah, I always get bruises.
Yep.
I joined a volleyball league a couple years ago, like a beginner's one, because I was like, what a cute activity to do with my boyfriend. And he likes it, like he's really good. But I was like the worst on the team, and the other teams we played clearly knew it. So I was like constantly targeted and like sucks when you miss the ball every single time.
Yeah.
So I hate volleyball.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, I used to get hit in the face in middle school. My friends played volleyball on like the actual volleyball team, and I was like, have fun. I hate that game.
Yeah.
I wish I liked it though, because it like looks like such a good team, like social sport.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
I liked tetherball.
Yeah, I like tetherball. We had one of those in our backyard growing up.
That's exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, at my dad's house we had one.
They had tetherball at the pumpkin patch I went to last weekend.
Cute.
Oh, that's fun.
I know. It was cute. So Chase gets to the bonfire and he asks Kellen who Alex is. And he says, Raquel's boyfriend. And he says, ex, right? Like, clearly this has been the talk of the town that they're breaking up. Like, everybody's talking about this the entire episode. Like, how embarrassing.
Seriously.
Like, you know?
Poor Rocky.
Awful.
Hence why Rocky doesn't want to be there.
Yes.
I know. Ugh, they're so, okay, they're miserable. Anyways. The girls start to arrive, and Rachel says, Alex is so cute, and her friends agree with her. And we see Rocky and Tessa arrive like a black cloud to the bonfire.
Stop. No.
They're so miserable. They're so miserable.
Literally everyone in that group knows that your boyfriend tried to break up with you. Of course you'd be miserable.
Have fun.
How can I have fun? My whole world is like falling apart.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be if you had fun.
No.
You're stressing everybody out and pressuring everybody. I said that and it reminded me of you're sitting on everyone's laps.
Yes.
You're a really rude girl right now. Oh, Elsie, how I miss thee. Can't wait to see you on the hills again, babe.
I know. Just half a season left.
So when we see Rocky and Tessa arrive, Lexi looks over and says, look over there. And Rachel turns around and says, oh my God. And then Kendra sarcastically says, they found us. Okay, they are mean, but...
That was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
We'll keep going, but you have to say you understand why they're so uncomfortable. And like a black cloud, like you say.
Okay, I understand, but it doesn't make it less annoying.
No.
So Alex walks up to Rocky and hugs her, and then he hugs Tessa, and it's actually super sweet and normal. And one of the guys asks Rocky what is going on with her and Alex because he would like to know. And Rocky says, I would like to know too. Rocky says she's willing to make it work if he is, but she doesn't know if he is. And Alex walks up then and says, what's up? And Alex tells Rocky he needs to go to the bathroom the second he's alone with her. Like, literally, he says, what's up? The other guy leaves, and then he's like, I have to go to the bathroom.
Gotta go. Yeah. I will say it was still very sweet of him to go up to like hug her or greet her.
Yeah.
Because like he could have been totally cold. So like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just uncomfortable, but fine. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. And he hugs Tessa too, which I thought was sweet.
Well, we know she liked that.
Yeah,
I know.
She's giving off like hug me energy.
She's really gonna miss him. And you guys, they can't break up because she's really gonna miss him.
Yeah.
She's really gonna miss him.
Poor Tessa.
Tessa's the one who's really struggling here. Okay.
Yeah.
So Lexi asks if Tessa and Derek are still together, and Tessa tells her yes. And then we see Kendra and Cammie telling Derek to go be nice and to give Tessa a kiss, which actually was kind of cute. Like, I enjoyed that teasing.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute. Like, go give your girlfriend a kiss. Like, I don't know, it's cute.
Not from them.
No, because they were being mean about it, but it would be from somebody else.
Yeah.
So Derek comes over and he rubs Tessa's shoulders and then just kind of walks away. And I'm like, oh, that's awkward. It put me right back into that space of like, you just started dating somebody and you're all doing a group thing and it's awkward to be together in front of other people.
Mhm.
And so he just does weird things and you just have to pretend like you're okay with it.
It was weird. He acted like embarrassed to be with her.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a weird vibe.
Very strange.
Yeah.
His lower third now, by the way, is Tessa's boyfriend, which I think is so funny.
Tessa's boyfriend for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Rocky tells Tessa, tell me when you want to go on a walk. And Tessa just nods. And I was really annoyed by this, but Adrienne says it's not normal, or it is normal. But I was annoyed because I thought Tessa was like enjoying herself and just sitting there. And Rocky's like, tell me when you want to go for a walk so I can bitch about my life and my drama. And I was like, not feeling it. We're at a bonfire. Be normal.
Okay, but her best friend's boyfriend wants to break up with her, and everyone at the party knows.
Wah, wah, wah.
Candace.
Walking depression.
Oh my God.
You know, I can see it from Rocky's point of view. Like, I just want to separate myself from this because I feel so awkward. But then I can see it from the party people's point of view, too, of being like, what's their problem? They just got here. Now they're going to go take a walk.
But the party people will have that opinion regardless of whether they, like,
of what they do.
Like, they just hate them, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So then we see Kendra and Cammie playing with fire, and Kendra is spraying lighter fluid on the fire, and Cammie takes the bottle from her and says, you're the wrong person to be doing this. I actually thought that scene was really funny. Rocky and Tessa go for a walk, and Rocky asks her, what did we do to deserve this awkwardness? And Tessa says she doesn't know, and Rocky says she doesn't know what to do. Tessa says, I don't know what to say to him. I'm happy with him and stuff, and he said hi, but he's still, like, cold to me. Rocky says, I think we need to talk to them. There's just no point. I don't like being at a bonfire where I feel uncomfortable because he won't talk to me. And Tessa says she doesn't really feel uncomfortable. She just kind of wonders what's going on in his head. See, this is where I was like, I feel like Rocky is pushing Tessa to be upset too. It's just kind of awkward. And Rocky's like, I'm being broken up with. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. It was weird vibe. Also, Tessa's just weird. She responds to things weird. So I don't...
That's why I was like, Tessa is, I don't know, by her being like, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm like, girl, yeah, you are. I'm like, you are uncomfortable at the situation, but she doesn't want to be like, Rocky, I agree with you, because she doesn't want her to feel good because
she's Tessa.
She's just not a good friend. Yeah.
So back at the bonfire, Cammie asks Alex if he and Raquel are going out, and Alex kind of awkwardly says, yeah. And Kendra then says, what do you mean? Are things just dwindling down? And Alex says, yeah, dwindling down maybe. It's a little awkward. Tessa, back on the beach with Rocky, says, I'm surprised you guys can't communicate. You're so good at it. Rocky says, me too. Holy Lord. His best friend is asking me what's going on between us. And I'm like, if you could enlighten me, I swear to God. So then Rocky walks up to Alex and asks him if he will go talk to her. And Rocky asks him if he's all right and what's wrong. And Alex says, nothing's wrong. And Rocky says she feels like there's a wall and they can't talk and they're not them. She says she feels like they can make this work, but she can't do it by herself. Make it work and be happy again. Alex says, I am happy. And Rocky says, oh God, it's killing me, Alex. I feel like you're not happy at all. Rocky then begs him to please tell her because she knows him better than that. And Rocky says, why is it so hard to communicate with you right now, hun? What is this wall with you right now, Alex? She's trying so hard. I feel bad.
Yeah, and see, he's still being like, I'm fine. I'm happy.
I know.
Because I feel like because he tried and he knows it's like, and they're like at a bonfire, he doesn't want to like, you know, but then she keeps pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also over there telling the group, like, it's dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to make it.
True.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Very true. So back at the bonfire, Cameron says it looks like Alex is telling Rocky to kick rocks. And Tessa says, don't say that. And back at Rocky and Alex, Rocky tells him that she feels he's unhappy. And Alex says, I know, I'm not. And Rocky asks him how to fix it. And Alex says he feels like it's too late now. Rocky asks, what are you thinking? And Alex says, I'm done. Ooh. And Rocky says, with me? And Alex says, yeah, I'm sorry. And Rocky says, don't be. and walks away.
Yay!
Yeah.
I know, yay, but like also that's a rough breakup.
It was really rough, yeah.
No one wants to hear I'm done.
No.
Like, that was hard. I felt really bad for her.
And not in this setting. Like, I don't want to be broken up with. And there's like all the people that I know don't like me, like standing over there.
Now you have to go back to the bonfire and pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah, it's awful. So then they walk back towards the bonfire, and we hear Nikki say, I think he broke up with her. She flat out had no idea. I hate it. I hate every part of it.
Yeah.
And then we see Alex trying to get Candace's phone number for later. And then Alex asks Lexi if they're all going to go do something later and gets her phone number too, as the scene's fading out and music is playing and Rocky is looking sad. And boy, that was quick.
What a douche kebab.
Why would he do this right in front of Rocky as she's walking away still? Like, are you serious, dude?
That was quick.
Oh.
He wasted 0 time.
No. He's like, well, that's done. On to her.
He went from being so likable and so lovable to like this, where he's just like flat out like, okay, it's not cheating anymore, but it's just like so disrespectful to someone who you loved.
Yeah.
But I will say, if it were reversed and Rocky was doing this in front of Alex, kind of feel like I would have no problem with it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because like he's the one that's more closed off and she's so like open to communicating that I feel like she's trying harder.
And after seeing that scene of him flirting with the girls at Heidelberg and stuff, it's like he already had that in his mind of like, this is what I want to do instead.
He wanted to be a playa.
I feel like Rocky was not doing that sort of stuff behind his back.
That's true. This is very Kristen, though. It's giving me Kristen. Like, if she were to break up with Steven at a bonfire, she would definitely
totally do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Giving Kristen. So, yeah, no more Rocky and Alex.
I'm gonna miss him.
I know. You guys can't break up because I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah.
With her pout. Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad that he's not stringing her along anymore and she can like move on if she wants to. But it is really sad because I know she really liked him.
It was really sad after watching her say I love you and all that.
I know. Like, she thought they were still going to be together for prom.
I am sad, and I think this was actually no, this is not on the preview, but like I remember what happens to Alex like later this season, and I'm just like, this is the start of when I start hating him. I hate him.
Did you guys have a favorite outfit this episode?
Mine was Rocky's velour jumpsuit at the beach. Duh.
Oh my god!
I mean, not because I liked it, but because it stood out so badly. Yeah. Yes.
I put Kendra's French maid top.
I know. I liked Kendra's business casual shirt. And I also liked Rocky's sweater in the beginning when she's on the beach talking to Tessa. It was pretty. What about a moment?
This was a hard episode.
Yeah.
To pick a favorite moment from.
It was more like sad to watch.
Frustrating moments.
I know.
Being, like,
stressful moments. Well, did you have like a stressful moment or a moment that like was hard to watch?
Their entire breakup.
Yeah.
Like every time they tried to break up and every time they talked about it, just because they were so uncomfortable, like it like went through the screen, you know, like I felt it too.
Yeah. It felt so real. Like I feel like this was one of the actual real moments of this season.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to the girls waving in the car after they were leaving Heidelberg.
Yeah, that was really awkward and weird. I enjoyed Kendra and Cammy shopping and the "not with your boobs" comment, and Kendra playing with lighter fluid and Cammy taking it away.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
You know who we haven't seen now for like so long? Brianna. Like, is she even on this cast?
She's like not even. I know.
Oh my gosh.
She's not
she
even
didn't
a character.
go to Winter Formal. Like, we don't know who she went
my god,
with.
she didn't go to Winter Formal.
Or maybe she did.
Yeah.
Just so weird how these girls are getting to be on like the main cast without putting in any work.
Doing any effort. Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, Brianna was just a shoo-in because of Lauren, and they, like, couldn't...
Definitely.
I don't think she hung out with these people, so they couldn't really, like, create storylines.
Her and Lexi.
Yeah. But also, they're, like, so separate.
Yeah.
And Brianna probably was like, I don't want to film anymore. Like, you guys, that was awful. I was crying on the street with a big bowl of salad. Well, folks, that was the episode. We're going to be at season 3.
Moving right along.
We're doing it.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to season 3 of Millennial TeaV. If you liked the episode, don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcasting platform. And tell all your friends how much you love us and bring them along for the ride next week. Again, we're your hosts, Candace, Liz, and Adrienne, and we will see you next week.